Hello, I'm making this video because it's 2016. It's the 21st century. It's very easy to make videos and it's pretty fun too. So I'm sitting here in my meditation chair with my snowboards behind me, my babies, and I'm also making this video because there's something that is coming up a lot for a lot of people, myself included. And so I wanted to talk to you about that. And it is the subject of limiting beliefs. So the title of this talk is Reject Limiting Beliefs. Now, there are our own limiting beliefs, which we can develop from a number of sources, and there are ways of dealing with those. Tapping or EFT, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming is a good one. Lots of ways of dealing with that, our own limiting beliefs. What I want to talk about now is other people's limiting beliefs. Have you ever noticed how so many people know the truth? They know, and they want you to know. They insist on sharing with you the truth. Well, I have had this experience many times. And it turns out that what most people think is the truth are just their opinions, just their beliefs, not facts, not reality, just opinions and beliefs. And a lot of people are scared of life, of really living big, of being their fullest expression of themselves. And they have these limiting beliefs. Life is hard. It takes a lot of hard work to make money. It's hard to make money. Life is unpleasant. You're not going to be happy very often. And so I find myself, when I'm sharing, I get excited about ideas and projects and things I'm doing, and I share my excitement with people, with friends, with family. And their response often is, oh, that's too hard. Well, you're probably going to fail. Not many people succeed ever doing that. So don't even try. And messages like that. And I used to get really upset and hurt when I would get those messages from my friends and family and even strangers. And so I started being careful about who I would share my ideas with, because I didn't want people to continuously shoot me down. Then I realized most people think they know the truth, but they don't. Their facts are really just beliefs, not truths. So I want to encourage you to reject other people's facts and beliefs and truths and recognize them just as opinions, and recognize that these people probably limit themselves with their beliefs, but you don't have to let them limit you. And imagine if you were limitless. Imagine if anything was possible. And some people say it is. The only thing that stops us is our belief that it's not possible. I got into an argument the other day with my roommate, my close friend, Barry. Not really an argument. He was telling me he met someone at the bar who said, turned to him and said, no matter what, everything in life is just hard. And I suppose that's what you might expect to hear from someone who's spending their days at the bar. And Barry agreed. He said, it is hard. To do anything is hard. You really got to work hard. Everything is hard in life. And he's a good friend of mine. I love the man. But I told him, Barry, I reject your statement. I choose not to adopt your limiting belief. Sure, some things in life are hard for some people. A lot of things in life are fun and easy. I used to believe that anything that was worthwhile in life was hard. It turns out that's not true. I mean, imagine a warm sunny day when you go outside to just feel the warm sun absorbing into your skin. That is a worthwhile experience, and it's very easy to do. And that's one example. The list goes on and on. And so what I am suggesting, the belief I am taking on for myself and encourage you to take on, is that you do not have to have limiting beliefs. You do not have to believe life is hard or money is scarce or any of these other opinions that your friends, family, strangers want you to accept as truths simply because they limit themselves by believing these things. You don't have to buy it. I've stopped buying it. And this may mean that you'll eventually start changing the people you're hanging out with. I had to eliminate certain people from my life who they thought they were being loving and kind. They thought they cared about me. They wanted to give me the best advice they could. But they're scared. They don't feel like anything is possible. And so when I share with them who I am and my visions, my goals, the projects I'm working on, the things I'm doing with my life, they say it's going to be too hard. Why even start? You're probably going to fail. You don't have the money to do that. Why? Why put yourself through all that effort when life is hard and miserable and you're probably going to fail? Just don't even try. And I had to distance myself from these people because I don't want to be around this type of information. And I don't want these type of friends who are going to drag me down. So my few friends these days are people who support me and uplift me when I say, hey, I have this business idea, I got this book idea, or this great project we can do. It's never been done before. It sounds crazy, but I know I can do it. There's a way. And my friends these days, my friends today say, yes, go for it, do it. I believe you can do it. Anything's possible. And ultimately, one could believe in oneself so much that what others say has no impact. And I'm working on that. I believe pretty strongly in myself. However, it's just nice to have a support network. People, my community, my friends, my associates, people who support me and encourage me rather than detract and discourage me. People who encourage me to play small and be scared of life and to believe life is limited. So I encourage you to think about not only the people in your life who limit you, also the people in your life who support you and uplift you and encourage you and say, go for your dreams. Start that business, write that book. Whatever it is you want to do, go to the beach in Bali and paint. If that's what you really want to do it. Rather than the people that say, oh, it's expensive. Oh, well, how are you going to? Ain't no fun, is it? And also ask yourself what kind of person you are. When people tell you about their dreams and their visions and their goals, their aspirations, their excitements, the projects, the events, the things they're working on in their life, what is your response? Are you contracted? Do you get contracted? Do you try and encourage them to be realistic? Maybe don't shoot for the stars. Just, be happy to make enough money to go home and get drunk tonight so you can get up and do it all again tomorrow. Go working for someone else, making them rich, staying at a job you hate because that's what you're supposed to do because life is hard and miserable and you're going to die soon. What kind of person are you? Are you that kind of person, or are you the kind of person who, when your friends say, yes, this is what I want to do, you encourage them and say, do it? What kind of friends do you want to have? And what kind of friend do you want to be? So I say, once again, I encourage you to reject limiting beliefs. Reject other people's limiting beliefs and become someone who encourages people rather than discourages them. And the power of beliefs, Henry Ford is known to have said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right either way. Henry Ford knew the power of beliefs, and he was someone who thought he could, and he did. And think about the placebo effect, how powerful our minds are. The placebo effect is just as good as a normal drug. You get a sugar pill that scientifically does nothing, but if you're told it does something, it's a good chance it's going to help you out. It's going to cure a disease that it's just a sugar pill, dude. Your mind cured the disease. You created a reality that wasn't true because you believed it. So when people tell you, you can't do that, that's too hard, whether or not that's true, if you believe it, you make it true. Whether or not that's true, what you want to do is too hard. No one's ever done that before. It'll take too long. It'll cost too much money. You don't have the resources. It's too hard. You're most likely going to fail. Even if all those things are true, if you choose not to believe that, if you choose a limitless belief rather than a limited belief, it is very possible the placebo effect can kick in and you can achieve whatever you want. Think about all the great accomplishments. Look at humanity. I have a laptop here with a camera and I'm recording it and posting it all within a few minutes or hours. Anyone on planet Earth can see this. And that's just one example of the amazing things humans do. And all of these amazing things are done by people who know that there are limitless possibilities in life and who don't say no to others and who don't accept limiting beliefs that others try and impose on them. So go make your own video and post it about whatever you want, even if it's stupid. At least you're doing it. So I encourage you to think limitlessly, to go after what you want. If you want to change careers because you don't like your job, do it. Pick up a new skill set, change careers. If you want to write a book, write a book. If you want to learn to play the piano, learn to play the piano. 5 years from now, you're going to be 5 years older than you are today, no matter what. Whether or not you start learning to play the piano now, even if you're already 70 years old. By the time you're 75, you'll be a piano player. So someone who says, you're too old to learn to play the piano, they're wrong. That's a limiting belief. If you want to lose weight and people say you can't, don't listen to them. You can. Anything you want, if you believe it, it's more likely that you can achieve it. Napoleon Hill, anything that the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So once again, I encourage you to reject other people's limiting beliefs. Don't let them drag you down. Don't let them discourage you. Surround yourself with supportive people. And most importantly, model for others what that looks like. I went into the juice shack the other day for a beverage, and the girl out there told me she wanted to be a history professor, but everyone told her how ridiculous that was. There were no female history professors. It was a long course of study and not very rewarding, but that's what she wanted to do. And when I encouraged her to do that, her eyes lit up. She smiled. She was so excited. She was bubbly. Just a stranger buying a fruit smoothie saying, yeah, you could do it. You can go after your dreams. It made her day. So make other people's day. Be the kind of person that you want in your life for others. Support them, encourage them. And when someone shares their ideas with you and you start to notice yourself discouraging them, notice that. Notice how you might be a little bit fearful. You might have some negative limiting beliefs. Life is too hard. It's hard to make money. I'm not ever going to succeed at anything. Excuse me, I'm getting excited. At anything big and important. So adopt limitless beliefs. Adopt the behavior of encouraging others to go after what they want rather than discouraging them. And adopt friends into your life, family, community, people who will support you rather than discourage. And when we all start doing that for each other, imagine what we can accomplish individually and collectively. So thank you for watching, and go do something amazing, and don't let anyone tell you you can't.